So you want to get into voice acting, but you don't know where to start. Well, it's a good thing that you clicked on this video. And while you're at it, why don't you preemptively like the video and subscribe, because I have some good tips for you. Hi, my name is Dinh, and I'm a transgender voice actress, and I've had the privilege to work on several animations, video games, and anime from my home studio here in Melbourne, Australia. But this is the real highlight of my career.
Hello. What are you looking at?
For all you beginner and aspiring voice actors out there, do not worry, I'm here to teach you how to get started. So, let's go. To preface, you do not need an expensive studio microphone like this. This one cost me over 1,000 Australian dollars. Ain't nobody got that kind of money. Let me say that anybody can start out voice acting on anything, whether that's your laptop microphone, a headset microphone, or even your phone microphone. Oh, it's a picture of my boyfriend and me. A microphone is essentially just something that can pick up your voice. So for the past few years in the pandemic, you've been using a microphone for conferencing, school, whatever, right? Now, of course, this is me being really simple about the process, but ultimately at the end of the day, if you're able to practice and record auditions, you are a voice actor. Now to get into the nitty-gritty of things though, how do I actually record something that people are going to cast me for? And when it comes to something like that, a lot of people that enter the hobby do end up getting better microphones, but it's all about figuring out whether you actually like voice acting or not. This is why I frequently recommend to people to start out using your phone microphone, because ultimately a phone just has a microphone that's really good because you have to take calls, right? So with that, you can go ahead and open up your voice recording app, whether you're on iOS or Android, and you can go ahead and just start recording. It's that simple, folks. Now, this is a generalized tip no matter if you're using a phone microphone or not, but essentially the guts of a good recording is having a good recording space. What I mean by this is our room. Is it acoustically sound? Acoustically sound means that it's free from reverb, or echo as a lot of people call it. So you know when you're in a bathroom and you hear that echoing ringing? You gotta make sure your room doesn't have that.
Otherwise, it will sound really horrible and not great at all.
To remedy this, you just take a blanket and throw it over your head. Well, don't literally throw it over your head, but essentially the goal is to make sure that you're isolating your voice and your microphone in a more enclosed space that actually has a bit of treatment in it. So when you have that blanket over your head, be sure to keep about 5 to 6 inches distance away from your microphone. If you are using your phone, be sure not to speak directly into the mic, as it will introduce a bunch of plosives that will be really hard to take out. Plosives are things like puh sounds and tuh sounds. These are really harsh sounds that are really hard to take out of a recording, at least with basic software. If you have a bit more budget to spare instead of just using your phone microphone, I highly recommend these USB microphones. They're cheap but effective and will get the job done. And most of the time, if you're in a really good space, the microphone itself doesn't make the man. A microphone like this is not gonna matter if it's in a really bad space, versus something like a Blue Yeti in a really good treated room. So now that you're using your phone microphone or you have a new microphone, what do you use to actually record and edit these recordings? Don't worry, I've got you. Audacity is a free, cross-platform program that you can use to record and lightly edit your audio. Plenty of pros I know still use Audacity, so it's not a detriment to use whatsoever. If you're looking into the nitty-gritty of audio editing and you really want to know what audio engineers use on a day-to-day basis, I highly recommend Reaper. Reaper is a non-destructive digital audio workstation. Now, what is that? A digital audio workstation, or a DAW, basically just means a program or a software that you can use to edit, record, and produce audio files. So yes, it means Audacity is a DAW as well. The difference is though is how it handles audio files. Audacity is a destructive audio editor, meaning any edits that you do to the audio will be baked into the file. Reaper, on the other hand, is non-destructive, meaning that any edits you decide to experiment with will not be affecting the original file. Dom, you said this was a video for beginners. What do I do? What does all this mean? What's an effects chain? What's all this stuff? No, you don't need to worry about any of that. If you really want to learn about how to use Reaper, I highly recommend the Booth Junkie Reaper series. It is a great tutorial that teaches you how to use Reaper on a step-by-step basis. Now that you've recorded and edited your audio, where do you go to audition? With you being a beginner, I highly recommend checking out Casting Call Club. Casting Call Club is a great website where creators come to go ahead and find voice actors for whatever they need, whether it's an original series or a fan series. It's free to join, and there are plenty of projects out there that need voice actors that you can use to start auditioning and practicing. It's where I got my start, it's where a bunch of other people got their start. you should go ahead and use Casting Call Club. Another resource that I highly recommend, even more than Casting Call Club, is the Voice Acting Club. The Voice Acting Club is a forum, Discord, and community resource for you to go ahead and dip your feet into voice acting. Again, everything is free to join and everything is free to access. So you can go ahead and join the Discord server, which I actually moderate, and you can go ahead and ask for help for anything you need in voice acting. We have auditions on there as well, and it is clearly labeled as paid, unpaid original, and unpaid fan. So go ahead and join the Discord today. We have over 19,000 members, but do not let that dissuade you because we have plenty of people coming in all the time, and you can always ask questions. Other places that I recommend for you to find casting calls or even just practice are places like Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, even Amino in some places. There are plenty of people always looking for voice actors on these platforms, so don't be afraid to go ahead and jump in and throw your hat into the ring. But that about sums up my video on how to get started in voice acting. If you liked the video, please consider giving a thumbs up. It will really help out the algorithm. Be sure to also share with your friends if they're interested in voice acting, and don't forget to hit subscribe. I'm going to be trying to make all these new voice acting tip videos on this channel very soon, so also hit the notification bell so you can be notified about when those videos come out. Thanks for watching the video again, and safe voice acting travels.